Hey everybody! I wanted to jump on and do a brief introduction to today's video because we are going to be talking about SEOs, which may potentially be the most boring topic on the face of the planet. But when I started with my website, anytime I heard SEO, my brain just automatically shut down. And they're so important to websites. And so I just really wanted to make a video that really like spoke to other people like me who immediately just kind of shut down when it comes to like computer stuff. Sometimes it sounds a little bit overwhelming. I mean, even just calling it search engine optimization as opposed to SEO helps me zero. Like for whatever reason, my brain just shut down and I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Like ignore. And then finally, I've like started addressing the issue, and it has made a huge difference to my website. So that's what today is about. My name is Gabriel. I own a small business outside of Houston, Texas, where I make and sell barrettes and hair accessories. Like I'm wearing one right now. This is the one I'm wearing, and it's cool because it's colored, but when it's sideways, it's clear. Or I have another one sitting here. Oh, this is a multicolored Valentine's Day one. Um, anyways, so, uh, but today's video is really about my website. And so I am a small business owner and I do everything myself. I do the creating, I do the marketing, I do the website, I do the pictures, I do the videos. And so, and I don't have a huge budget for just advertising. I don't have like, I watch sometimes those videos like, I bought the first 8 things that TikTok sold to me. Well, I don't have the budget to be one of the first 8 things that TikTok is going to recommend to someone. Like I don't know about those small businesses. I know about my small business, which is just like me, right? And I might spend like $20 on Instagram every once in a while, which just feels like setting money on fire. But like I don't have thousands of dollars to be like the first, you know, 8 things on Instagram. So like search engine optimization, SEOs are most important to me. And unfortunately, I just spend a lot of time like with my head in the sand. But you need your websites to be able to be found, and you need to like make a footprint in with how Google and Bing and Yahoo search for you. Anyway, so I'm on my website's on Squarespace. So I don't know if you have your website on other hosts, you know, if they have something similar. But this is very specifically for my Squarespace website because they have a plugin that I recently found that really clarified things for me. And it's not sponsored. Squarespace has no idea who I am. This is just like a helpful video. Now, if you have your stuff on like Shopify or something, you maybe still watch this video because, the things that apply to, my website, maybe the plugin isn't there to help you along, but the things it's recommending would be like universally helpful for any website. And I'm going to try my best to make this video kind of short and also kind of clear. And then if there are like additional questions people have, like we can do a deeper dive next time. But this is not an all-encompassing everything you need to know about SEOs. These are like, oh my gosh, I have these problems on my website, so let's do like day one of fixing them. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not a computer programmer. I'm just a girl who learned how to put a plugin on her website. So okay. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day, and let's move on to the show. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my website. This is what it looks like. It did not look like this just a month or two ago. It's undergone quite some revisions. So it has the top header and then pull your hair back. There's work to do. That's my motto. And then I did February highlights. I may change this to something different, but for now, that's what's going to stand because I think I'm trying to like emphasize like a monthly rotation, but and then here just some my best sellers. This is my video from just I think last week. I really liked this video. It didn't get a ton of views, but I liked that it was both like me making the barrettes and also talking about having a small business. So it shows that like my barrettes really are handmade. Um, and then this probably is redundant. But I moved it down. It used to be the top of my page, and I just moved it down. And then um, reviews. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you where you can find it, and then we're going to just run through it really quickly. Now, uh, up until literally today, the plugin has always been in the same space, and then today it's missing, and I don't know why it's missing. I was like, oh my gosh, don't tell me that they've like removed the plugin the day ago to make the video, but the plugin's still there. It's just missing off my webpage, and maybe it's because I'm already using it. There's no need to recommend it to me. So I went over to marketing on the main Squarespace site, and then it says tools to boost your brand. And the SEO space used to be the fourth one right under this marketing kit for Squarespace, and it's gone. So I was like, oh man. So what I did is I went up here to the search bar at the top of the page, and I just typed in SEO space. What ended up coming up was the Squarespace extensions. Let's get rid of that for a second. We're not there. So all the Squarespace extensions, and then I clicked on that, and here's all of them, which I honestly didn't even know existed. So this was like great for me to find out. So you can like sales and marketing, come over here, and it'll tell you all of the different plugins you can add. So SEO Space is the one we're doing today. And if you click on that, it'll take you straight to it. So um, and it's free. I will say that it's there's like a free version, and then I think there's like a $10 and then maybe a $25 a month, something like that. Upgrades, but I've just been working totally on the free one, and I'll show you that. I think there is an argument for me like doing like the 10 or the $25 ones for just like a month or two, while I sort out the kinks. I've always gotten emails from people who are like, your website's a nightmare. Like, let me help you sort it. I'm an SEO expert, but they want like thousands of dollars sometimes. I don't have thousands of dollars to spend. So I really thought like, you know, if I can get out all the like major issues and maybe hire someone else to come in and just do like the fine detail work that I'm missing, or maybe just pay the 10 or $25 for like just a month or two to get out the kinks, because I only have this one website. And right now I don't feel like I need 24-hour care all the time. So I don't know, I'll think about it, but right now like the free is working marvelously for me. So I'm going to show you, this is my home page. So once you add on the plugin, it comes up as this check mark down here. And you just click it, and it says it's getting ready. And then it'll do a scan on your website. Look at this. So like this is 100%. That's because I finally fixed everything on this page. When I first started, I think it was like in the 30s. That's how bad it was. So here are all the things it checks for, and we'll actually move to a more like messed up page in a second, just so you can see everything. But it checks for heading, security, SEO title, images, description, URL, indexing, links, and word count. Here are the things that like the upgrades will check for you, and it'll show you the upgrade here at the bottom. If you don't know what these things are, like keyword cannibalization, right, which is, I actually had it already open, I just closed it, but it'll give you a brief explanation. So it says keyword cannibalization occurs when two or more pages rank for the same keywords. And I'm pretty sure I probably had that problem because the words barrettes and hair clip just show up time and time again on this. So And then if you want more explanation than what they currently give you, you can watch tutorial and click on it and a video pops up, which is like super, super helpful for me who didn't know anything. So, and the guy, this is an awful picture of him, but like the this guy is very knowledgeable. At the very end, I'm going to show you a video by him that I thought was really, really helpful. So all of these things, like I will tell you this H1 heading, none of my pages had headings on them. Because when, like, here's my heading. So when I originally was like constructing the website, it says when you're in the text, the text writer box, it'll say like H1, H2, H3, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. And I literally just thought those were like aesthetics. So I often use H2s or H3s because I thought that font like fit better with the website. And so like I had like no H1 headings on my website. There's an argument for this not being the best, this pull your hair back, there's work to do, not being the best header for my website because it's missing obviously keywords like barrette and hair accessories. But I think I use those words so often that it's in my page title, right? So I think the page title will offset the fact that there's no keywords really in my heading except for the word hair. But I love my motto and I really want it to be like the first thing. I really wanted it to be two separate lines, like pull your hair back, there's work to do. But when I split it, it read it as two headers instead of one. And so I pushed it back together. There's maybe like a way to configure that so that they're, longer and line up a little bit better. But like when you're everything you're for your business, you can't fix everything all the time, all at once. You gotta you gotta go one by one. Okay, okay. Let's go into pages, and I'm gonna show you my shop now page. And we can do a scan on this one because this is my second most important page. And this is my skin on it. Now, 88, I think, is like honestly pretty good. Everything has been largely fixed except for my images. And that's because there's so many of them that need to be fixed. So they want all your images at 250 KBs. And all of these are coming up higher than that. So we need to fix them. And I'm just going to show you briefly how I've fixed them. Okay, so the picture that we are going to fix is this one right here, which is coming up at a whopping 607 kilobytes. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to come over here into Canva, and I've already got my picture set up, and I'm going to come over to share, and I'm going to hit download. Okay. Most of my pictures are PNGs. If I understand this correctly, PNGs are better for sharing. So if you're moving things from like your phone to your computer or from one person to another, usually you share them as PNGs because they don't degrade as much in like the transit. But I do need it to degrade a little bit because I need it to get lower in kilobytes. You need 250 kilobytes. So when you have pixelations, that's like the amount of pixels in something is like how clear or how like specific the picture is going to get. So just like with your TV set, low pixels, it's going to be a little bit grainy. High pixels is going to be sharp. But the higher the pixels are, than the I'm sorry, the higher the pixels are, the more memory it takes to save it. So, and it can depend on like um how much detail is in the picture will also take the memory up, things like that. So I'm assuming it's like the detail that's coming up, especially maybe in like this herringbone picture. So we'll see how much it like degrades with me changing it, but they've been pretty good when I do it this way through Canva. So I'm a little worried, but not that worried. So I'm going to change this PNG and we're going to change it to a JPEG. And then this little box, limit size to, and I'm going to put it at 250. Download. Okay. It wants a name. So the name we're going to give it is just fall two. And the place I'm saving is I made a special folder that says 250. This is MBs, not KBs, but it says under 250 on the thing, on the folder name. And so I've just kept all my like redone pictures separate from like the original PNG pictures. If you come over into your pictures and you just hover on them, it'll give you pertinent information. So if I now click on the picture we just fixed, it's going to tell me it's a JPEG. It's 1300 basically by 1300 dimensions, and it's 171 kilobytes now. And they'll do that for all your pictures. So, like all these might be, um, like here's a PNG file and it's 200 by 200. So it's PNG, but I made it, the dimensions are much smaller. And it's 108 kilobytes. This Valentine's box is the one that I was like trying to fix originally for my website. Um, and on my front page, and I kept it at 1500 and it was coming in at 229. But when I put it up on my website at 229, it was somehow registering still as just slightly over at 255. So I was frustrated with that and I ended up doing it a couple of times. So the third time I did it, I instead of making it at 250 KB, I lowered it to 240 and it shot me then down to 210, which then the website was fine with. And so that's how I got it my 100% back. Whew, so much. Okay. Okay, so we're going to come down here to these autumn hair clips and we're going to click on it and then we're going to edit. It's going to say you're going to edit the product or edit the design. I want to edit the product. So I want to replace the picture. And I'm going to toss out that one. Delete. And instead, I'm going to upload file. Follow to. Open. I'm sure all these pictures are too high. Just FYI. I'm just convinced that every single picture on this website is over 250. So the question really becomes like, you know, do I have time to replace every picture or just starting with the most important one? So I'm going to just start with all my thumbnails, I think. I think that's the way to go. So I'm going to set this as thumbnail. Okay, it's set. It's saved. All right. Now let's go back to my scan. It's I think the number is still going to be the same because there's so many pictures driving my scan down. But theoretically, when I scan it, that picture should be missing. So we'll see. That'll be the true test. Rescan. See if it works. Images. There we go. It's off. So that one's been fixed. Now I just got like 18 more to go. Okay. Okay. So that's good. All right. Oh, man. Okay. So there's only one last thing I really want to show you, and that is this video here. Now, my realized on my face is like right in the name way of his name, but his name is Henry Purchase SEO, and I'll put a link to his video underneath this one. But this is his video on Google Search Console, and I watched this a few days ago, and it was very, very helpful. It was all about trying to get your page onto like the first page of Google searches, and I just thought it was really well done and explained in a way that was like that I was able to comprehend. So I just wanted to say like this guy, and I think he's actually the creator of SEO Space, but he is very helpful. And so you can find him on YouTube as well as like all the Squarespace videos. And it's worth watching it. The video is a couple years old, but I still think it's relevant. So so that was quite a journey I just took you on with my website. But you can now see like what's going well, what isn't going well, and kind of like how to fix it for you too. I just really want people to know that like if you are also a small business person and you know you look at your website and you're like, how am I ever supposed to like fix all the problems with it? Or how am I supposed to know? Like there are resources out there for you to learn and to like take ownership of your website. So you're not always dependent on other people. And I know it can be frustrating and annoying, and computers don't always work right. But the knowledge I have gained and kind of the self assurance I've gained from like no longer kind of just like ignoring the problems on my website and actually tackling them have given me like a lot of confidence in like my abilities. And so I hope that for you too. I hope you can always have, continue to grow and learn and find more confidence in your abilities too. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you enjoyed seeing my website. If you have questions, please post them below. If I don't know the answer, which I probably don't, I will find the answer for you. And as always, I'd like to say, because it's like the end of the video, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel because I'm really trying to grow it into something. And I appreciate you very much watching the whole way through. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.